some topics that we're just going to go over today. I'm addressing the women here and even the younger girls that might be in your teens, because there are some pointers that you'll be able to get here. And we're talking about seemingly everyone's favorite subject, outside of hair, of course, which is dating, relationships, guys, love, however you want to go about it. I said something recently on social media that I got a lot of feedback on. One of the things that I said was, if you have to compromise your integrity in order to get his attention, then he doesn't deserve yours. And this is, I want to say especially to my teen girls, but apparently it's an issue with grown women too. If the only time like this guy is giving you any type of attention is when you are sexting him, sending him sexy pictures, or talking dirty, if that's the only time you can get any feedback from the guy, he is so not interested. And he doesn't deserve to get your attention. So don't lower your standards in order to get a guy's attention, especially when we're talking about things like photos and, risque videos, because that thing is out there forever. You, at the end of the day, you really don't know what type of guy that is. You don't know what he'll do with your photos. I mean, Google it. A lot of people have gotten burned by guys they trusted to send these pictures to, and next thing to know, their picture is on some adult website or something like that. So you don't want that to happen to you, and you want the guy that's going to respect you. You don't want the guy that at the end of the day, he'll sleep with you, but then when the weekend comes around, he's with someone else. He's doing all of these things. He's taking someone else out to dinner. Someone else is being, bought gifts on Christmas, Valentine's Day, their birthday, and you're basically just a bed buddy. Don't be someone's bed buddy. If you can't have the whole thing, don't take anything. Now, the next point I'm going to make, it can be a little touchy because everybody has their own feelings or thoughts about it, but it is addressing the issue of sex with a guy that you're not in a commitment with. Now, I know some people in today's society, and the media especially, they make sex very casual, like it's no big deal, everybody does it, blah, blah, blah. But it's some factors behind that, especially for women, that need to be addressed. And if you are a younger girl who you've never had sex before and you're considering losing your virginity to someone you like, whether it's a guy you just like or you just want to get it over with, there are some things that you need to know. Now, depending on what your faith base is, then the order is to wait until you're married. But I know everyone does not follow that. Everyone does not follow that belief system. So I want to talk to you about some really practical reasons why you should hold off until you're with someone that you know wants to be with you for you. One thing you need to understand, and I know this especially happens with younger girls, they think that if you have sex with that guy, it's going to make him want you more. You're going to get the relationship, the situation that you want with him. In some cases, he may be telling you that's the case. But let me be very clear and take this from somebody who has, a little bit more mature, have a little bit more wisdom and age on me than you. Having sex with someone will never prove that you love them. So if someone's telling you if you love them, you would do that, that's total BS. Okay? But my point is, whatever you're not seeing now, if they're not doing it for you now, if they're not willing to do it for you now, if they're not willing to give you the position that you want now, you sleeping with them is not going to give you that. For the most part with the guy, it's not going to change anything for them. It changes it for us because sex is more emotional for women than it is men. So if he's not willing to commit to you now, you having sex with him is not going to cause him to commit to you. Now, it's not to say that he'll never commit to you, but that's not what's going to do it. So if you're using sex as a chess piece to move to a certain status, that's not going to guarantee you anything. And at the end of the day, no license, no promise. So if you don't have a commitment now, there's nothing that's going to guarantee that you'll have that spot. And I know some people think that those who have never had sex before, that sex doesn't change anything for them as a woman. But until you've actually walked that path, you don't know. It does unleash some factors. There are some soul ties that are created that you're not aware of if you've never been in that situation, and you may start to think and act a little irrationally. And I've even seen it cause pseudo romance, faux love. It makes you feel things that may not be authentic, but you think it's real. So just take the time and think about what you're doing. Look at that person now and see, is that somebody are they showing you what you want to see now? So that, and even with older women, more mature women, I think that's important for us to always think about before we get with the guy. Am I seeing what I want from him now? Because if you're not, you sleeping with him probably isn't going to change that, and you can save yourself from having to go through that feeling you have when you give yourself up to a guy and then you don't have anything to show for it later. But out of everything I said, one of the most important things for anybody to know, regardless of your age, is, you need to be secure in yourself and know who you are. Because if you are serious about dating someone or get into a relationship with them, you need to be secure in the person you are. You need to know who you are. Because there are, unfortunately, people out there who will feed on your vulnerability. And the douchebags know who's insecure. A guy knows a secure woman from an insecure woman. So you have to be careful with that, because a jerk will use your insecurities to his advantage and make you feel bad about yourself and doubt yourself. So absolutely know yourself, understand yourself, take time to get to know yourself, and know what you want, because that's going to help you know what type of guy you want and identify that guy. You need to take time by yourself, so when a guy comes, you can be able to read him. Jerk, douchebag, that's the man I want right there. That's the good guy right there. So you need to be able to identify what you want for you, and then you can see what type of guy that you need for who you are. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.